Hello everyone. So this video today is a video that I've been thinking about doing for a long while, and it keeps entering my head, and it felt like my intuition was definitely telling me to pull my finger out and do this video for the Life Path 1 that I've been wanting to do for a while. And then today I got a direct question about it, so I decided that today was the day. No more waiting around. Let's get this video done, and then I'll be a happy little bunny, and hopefully I've clarified lots of your questions that I get from you guys. So the Life Path 1. Now this can be quite confusing because all the Life Path 1s, all the 6 different types of life path, all ultimately reduce down to the 101. That means that every single Life Path 1 type has the 101 inside of it. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that as we go forward. But what I'm going to do before I hit all the different types of life path, I'm going to cover all the elements of what you need to develop in your Life Path 1. Confidence issues, creativity issues, and leadership issues are the big headings of what you need to try and get past to achieve your Life Path 1. And then I'm going to go through all the different types and which ones suffer from which element more or less, if you know what I mean. But you'll know as we go forward in the video. So Life Path 1, your mission for this lifetime is to develop issues around creativity, around, worrying about your uniqueness and about not being able to express your creativity to the world. Low confidence or overconfidence and not being able to have a balanced, healthy confidence level. You're either like overconfident or hiding in a box somewhere, hoping that no one notices you. And leadership, so you can have really, really strong, tough, almost dictatorial leadership, or you can be a shrinking violet hiding behind the chair. It's all about power and how you push it forward or how you hide it. So these are the 3 main issues that you're here to develop to achieve your Life Path 1. So you're here to bring unique, creative ideas to this world, to be a trendsetter, a pioneer of the new, to be confident in your uniqueness and be confident to express your ideas to the world, to learn to be a manager and an excellent leader, which needs you to have very, very balanced, charismatic personal power, to be independent and determined, but in a balanced way so that you don't become fiercely independent and forget your interdependence in the world, or overly determined that you become a workaholic, or you put everything behind determination to succeed and you end up pushing people away in your life. So learning to be a manager and an excellent leader, to be independent and determined in a balanced way and still allowing people into your life. Learn to bring others together and bring ideas to fruition. So these are the main things you're here to achieve when you're a Life Path 1. Now don't worry, I haven't got onto the types yet. I'm just talking about the main Life Path 1 energy. The generic things that all Life Path 1s are here to achieve. Creativity is not an easy thing for you. You have a lot of blocked creativity, both past and present. You may have been told in the past that you're a weirdo, or your ideas are weird and useless. And where'd you get that weirdo idea from? And that's like either made you low confident or made you hide your ideas from other people. You must work on finding and developing your uniqueness as a person. You're unique for a reason, Life Path 1, and it's important that you accept it, reconcile it, and use it to help you achieve your life path. You may feel different, you may feel out of place, but this is your path to achieve. You're here to be an innovative, unique leader with innovative, unique ideas that change, that bring about change in the world, positive change. You need to see the value of developing your groundbreaking, innovative ideas, because it's going to be the good of others, the evolution of ideas and communities and the people around you, and maybe even the world. You always create You know, the one energy is such a strong energy, is always creating. And if you don't channel that creativity towards good, positive things, you'll be creating in the negative. For example, planning a bank job is creative. You have to be creative to bring it all together, but it's not necessarily positive creativity, is it? You know, creativity that edifies humanity, not creativity that causes you to be able to be creative in your criminal endeavors. So, but you see what I'm trying to get at. You're always creating. You need to focus on creating for the good and not creating negatively, okay? Overly independent, like fiercely independent, self-absorbed and closed off from others, you know, which is going to be a difficulty for you that you need to get by for your life path 1. You tend to lose momentum, you see, after the initial idea. So it's really important that you learn to bring other people into your life, into your ideas. Otherwise, those ideas are never going to hit the ground running. They're always going to be in your head or, you know, stuck in one place. You need other people, other numbers, other numerology talents to help you bring these ideas to the ground in reality, to help humanity. So you need other people. So it's important that you learn to bring people together. You know, ask yourself, how can I get others involved to bring my ideas to reality? How can I best use my creativity in my own unique way to help other people? Confidence, again, it's not an easy thing for a life path 1. You're very insecure. You've got an inferiority complex. You tell yourself you're not good enough or you're not as good as everyone else around you. And you end up standing stock still because you're so low in confidence. You're too scared or think you're not good enough to do anything. So you end up just standing stock still. You know, you can end up struggling to be heard because of your low self-esteem. You know, feeling that you don't fit in, craving approval and validation from other people, you know, really giving your power away to other people. And, you know, that could like harbour suppressed anger, which can come out in fits and bursts when nobody is least expecting it. You know, you need to take responsibility for your powerful choices because the one, you know, they're very, very powerful. And like I said, they can create in the bad as well as the good. And they don't always take responsibility for the consequences of the decisions that they make, you know. And, you know, this heavy 1 energy, it will be discharged into negativity and addictions if it's not placed in the correct direction. Positive affirmations for you, for your confidence, are very useful. Things like, I am good enough. I am creative. I am capable and able to bring my ideas. My ideas are important. You must affirm your value to yourself and the universe daily. The universe already knows that, but you need to affirm it daily for your own self-esteem and your own confidence so that you keep surging ahead and don't allow your confidence issues to stop you. Hard ass or shrinking violet, we're talking about your leadership skills here. You can be very brave, not afraid to be assertive and tell people like it is. You don't care about upsetting people. Sometimes you can be a bit too hard ass, you know. A very driven doer, very passionate, very productive, practical solutions, which is really good and really healthy. But you've got to make sure you don't take it too far to the point of workaholism and, you know, not having a balanced life. So it's great to be a driven doer, to be passionate, to be productive. Just make sure you keep it balanced, okay? And don't put it ahead of everything else in your life. You know, believing that only you can do the right job is like an example of the one, only I can do it, you're useless, pushing everyone away, being quite aggressive and nasty at times, you know. You know, delegation is what you need to do, but you don't trust others to do a good job. Now, this isn't all life path 1s. I'm talking, this is the elements that life path 1s struggle with. You might not struggle with this element of your life path. You might have more problems with your confidence or your creativity. And, you know, you might not be a hard-ass shrinking violet. You might not be walked all over, but you might be all 3. Aggressive, impatient. I want everything done now. Really aggressive kind of leader, overpowering, sometimes even dictatorial, almost tyrannical. Then you can flip to the one can flip to the other side of that polarity, the extreme opposite. Very, very not brave, very scared, very hiding, not saying what they need to say, hiding away from others, not getting anything done because they don't feel they're able to, being dependent almost on others because you don't feel that you can do it alone. The other side of the one is, it is as bad as the the really domineering side of the one. You need to balance so that you become balanced in your personal power and therefore a balanced, charismatic leader. You need compassion. You need to be firm but fair, and you need to know when to use it and when not to. Okay? But being a tyrannical leader is going to unbalance your personal power and is not necessarily, it's not going to make you or help you to become the leader that you need to be. Creativity, confidence and balanced power is what you need. You need to confidently show your unique, innovative ideas. It's your path. Develop yourself constantly. Use your immense energy to be passionate, determined, a self-starter, an initiator, dynamic, get things done, but in a balanced way. A starter, an initiator. You don't let things drain away. You get started, you get things done. Driven, ambitious, forthright, determined, and sometimes unstoppable, but only if it's positive. Confident leader with the guts to tread that untrodden path, but with balanced personal power so that people want to follow you. They don't feel trodden on, or they don't tread on you. And you're the one is the kind of leader that will take that untrodden path. You will go down avenues that others may not have gone down. That's the power that you have in the one. But you must use that personal power responsibly. Be able to manage others and gain buy-in, because you can't do this alone, one. You can't do this alone. Be happy in the spotlight, but not so focused on it that only you in the spotlight matters. Sometimes the one can tip into energy where the spotlight is mine, everyone else go, and push everyone else or tread on everyone else to get to the top. But all the one needs to do is just to be happy with the spotlight and raise other people up too. You don't want to be, obsessed with the limelight and the me thing. You want to raise other people up too. Take other people to the top with you, Be an excellent innovator, entrepreneur, teacher, writer, coach, trainer, public speaker. This is not an exhaustive list of jobs that a talented life path 1 or expression number 1 could do. So what type of one are you? There's 6 types. So I always start by telling you the importance of the number, and if you do it like this, and now this doesn't include master numbers. This rule that I'm about to tell you does not include master numbers. It's only for us lowly single numbers. Okay, so when you look at a life path number, when it has sub-lessons like 101 here, when you're looking at the importance of the numbers, go from the right hand side, so I get my right and left right, go from the right and move to the left. The numbers to the right are the most important, and they become least important as you go towards the left. But remember, this does not count with master numbers, because it's the double 1, the double 2 and the double 3 to the left of the slash that are actually the most important. But for single numbers, for single life path numbers, and for the life path 1, it is the number farthest to the right that is the most important, that life path 1. The most important sub-lesson is the first sub-lesson you hit, which is in the middle, closest to the slash, and the least influential sub-lesson is the one furthest to the left. Okay, but what I need to clarify in this video, which I failed to clarify in others, and that's why I'm doing this one, is that all life paths, all 6 of them, have the power of the 101 within them. There are life paths that are just 101. I mean, if you were born on the 1st or 2nd of January on a 1 year, you're going to be hang on, I've got to get my maths right here. If your day of birth, month of birth and year adds up to a 10, then you are just a straight 101. But all the other life paths can reduce ultimately down to that 10 as well. But we've got to include all these numbers because there's more than one type or more than one way to be a life path 1. It's just that the 101 is the core of all the life path 1s. So life path 1, you can be a life path 1 as 101, or you can have these elements inside you if you are a life path 1. So because it's the most difficult sub lesson, I'm going to start with that 0. Remember, the 1 on the right is the most important. Then you've got the 0, which is the 1 in from the right, so the left of the slash. That is the most important of the sub lesson for the 101. So the 0 is not a number energy. It intensifies the energy of that 1, and it bestows added intuition and perceptions that all 1s need to channel their unique new ideas. You can't be a 1 without being able to connect to source energy, baby. So all 1s have got this core potential within them. So if you're a life path 101, you're here to learn to be a leader, create something new and innovative with confidence. And independence. All ideas exist already in source energy, in the universe, or source energy, or whatever you want to call it, waiting to be channeled. And your added intuition, perception, and ability to channel from source energy, used correctly, will assist you to channel those unique and innovative vibrations that you can bring to reality to help humanity. The high intensity of the 1, however, has the potential to make you quite an aggressive, angry, have an aggressive, angry side to your nature. Sometimes, depending on your type of life path, almost tyrannical in nature, but mostly hard-ass leadership, really, and sometimes dismissive of others and not treating others very well. You can be a bit aggressive towards other people. And the high intensity of the 1 can also bring confidence issues, either overconfidence and arrogance, or like really low confidence and severe inferiority complexes, And, the 101 that listens to their inner knowing, they really spend time in spiritual meditation, connecting with source energy, channeling their ideas, their knowing, their intuition. You will be a more balanced and assertive, confident and strong person. You'll be assertive and strong in your creativity, and your leadership will improve. And that rather hard and aggressive and uncompromising side will start to ebb away as you start to move forward and channel from source energy and start to balance your 1 energy. So remember, all the life path 1s have the 101 energy within them because their life path reduces to it. Okay, but you can be a 101 without any reduction. Okay, so 19101. So this is the karmic debt 191. So the 9 is the first significant sub lesson. The 1 is the most important number, that's the life path, and the 9 is the most significant sub lesson. So to be the best 1 you can be, you must act with integrity and concern for others. The positive 9 energy acts in accordance with higher spiritual laws for the benefit and well-being of those around them. They're there for the health and well-being of other people on this planet. You're very much the humanitarian when you develop that 9 energy. So, however, the 191 is a karmic debt for a reason, because the core reason is this. The 1 occurs 3 times really in this path. We write it as 191, but when you look at the number vibrations, it's 19101 in actuality. The 1 occurs 3 times with this path, hence it being a karmic debt, because the overpowering 1 energy makes this energy the most aggressive of all the life path numbers, all the life path 1 numbers. Clarify that. So you're the most prone to abuse your power than any of the other 1 life paths, and that's why it's a karmic debt. You have the most confidence issues because you have 3 1s in your birth. 19101 Hang on, I'm just going to let my cat out. Just 1 second. Sorry, darling. Go on then. You want to go out? Go on then. Good boy. Now, where was I? So the 1 energy is really overbalanced with the 191. That's why it's a karmic debt. You know, you're most likely, out of all the 1 life paths, to be overpowering, aggressive, prone to abuse of power, leading with a dispassionate iron fist. All life path 1s can be quite overpowering or underpowering, depending on their confidence. But the 191 is the most potential to be the most tyrannical of them all. However, you have the most potential to be the most innovative of them all because you have those 3 1s. Okay, so you have the most potential to be the most successful if you can turn that intensive 1 energy around, you know. And then the most confidence issues is going to be in this life path. The life path 1 struggles with their confidence in entirety, but the 191 will struggle with their confidence the most, whether it be overconfidence and arrogance or low confidence and an inferiority complex. And that's part of the karmic debt and the difficulties, the personal difficulties that arise when you're a 191. The 0, as I said, is what intensifies that 1 energy even more, you know, overconfidence, arrogance, egotism, you know, but it does add some spiritual potential. That 0 is what adds that spiritual potential that helps you channel those ideas. But remember, the 191 is going to be the most tyrannical of them all if you allow yourself. Difficulties in the 9 with self-serving intentions, lack of ethics and integrity, not acting for others' well-being. Now, you may show all these elements or 1 of them or hardly any of them. You might be so far along your path that you're thinking, I don't do that. I don't do that ever. Well, great. Bully for you. It means you're further down your path. But, you know, you could be the type of person that is still struggling with this. Do not beat yourself up. You know, it's quite normal. We all struggle. There are 2 karmic debts in my 4 core numbers. You know, I can be naughty too. You know, no one's perfect. So to help you with your 191, okay, 19101, which gives you 3 1s, a 0 and a 9. Balance that personal power. Be more balanced, more collaborative, and leadership by interaction, by compassion. Be able to be firm, but also be able to be understanding as well and compassionate. Balance your confidence and consider the impact of your power on others. You know, you must work on your confidence as a 1, especially as a 191. And there's lots of things you can do and courses you can take and books you can read and meditations you can watch. There's so many resources out there to help you with your confidence. Connect daily with source energy. Keep that connection to source going because that's where you're channeling those ideas from. So spiritual practice, meditation, musing, deep breathing, anything that really resonates with you as a good spiritual practice that helps keep you connected to source, and always act with good intentions for the well-being of others, you know, not for self-serving intentions. So balance personal power and more compassionate leadership, balance confidence and consideration of others, connecting daily with source energy, and always acting for others' well-being and, you know, to help out other people. You are the 9 humanitarian. Okay, so that's how you sort out your 191 life path. 28101. Now you see here the 28101, it's got 2 1s, so it's got a slightly less intense 1 energy, but it's also got issues with the 2 and the 8 for you to learn. So the 8 is the first significant sub-lesson for the 281 because it's the sub-lesson furthest to the right, as I keep going on about. So to be the best 1 you can be, you need to overcome issues relating to money, making money, losing money, saving money, managing money, abundance, feeling lack or feeling gratitude for your money, and being able to achieve worldly success, because the 8 often struggles with achieving worldly success, as well as issues regarding your personal power, status, and working cooperatively alongside others. Now here, the 1 energy in the 281 appears twice, 28101. So it's less intense 1 energy than the 191, hence it not being a karmic debt. So, but it still gives this energy the tendency, excuse me, to be aggressive when you want to, domineering, quite a hard leader. Less than a 191, not as harsh as a 191, and similar to other ones really. Your personal power isn't any worse or any less than any other life path one, really. Only the 8 energy could really make a difference there. Confidence issues, same as the 1, but not as harsh as the 191, but average for most life path ones. Overconfidence, arrogance, round to underconfidence, inferiority complex, an issue with unbalanced confidence at the end of the day. Again, less confidence issues intensity than in the 191, but still an issue for the 281. So the 0 again identified even more with added the 1, it intensifies the 1 energy. The 0 I can't talk. The 0 intensifies the 1 energy and brings with it your added spiritual perceptions, which helps you channel from source energy. Oh dear. And the 8, the most significant of the sub-lessons, is around difficulties with money, achievement. You could struggle with achieving in the world, status, you could be obsessed with status, leadership, and unbalanced personal power, which is similar to the 1 energy. In the 2, you might have difficulties working alongside others cooperatively, be a bit impatient, be a bit of a drama queen, sometimes be a bit angry at times, and struggle to be sensitive to the feelings of others sometimes. So the 281 has less intense 1 energy issues, but you have issues in the 8 energy and the 2 energy that you need to sort out. Difficulties with managing money, sorting out money, achieving and making money in the first place. There are life path 8s that are millionaires and life path 8s that are living on the streets because they haven't achieved anything. They struggle with achievement. And some 8s are obsessed with achievement, but you need to find that balance. Okay, so balanced personal power, definitely, it's going to be a thing for all the life paths. More important for the 191, but definitely important for all the 1 life paths. Balance collaborative leadership and interaction. Balance your confidence. Consider others' needs. Have more sensitivity, gentleness and cooperation. You're probably the most gentle. I would say the most gentle of all life path ones because of that 2 energy that you have in you and the compassion that you have within the 8 energy. Connect daily with source energy, spiritual practice, like all what life path ones should do daily. Earn money, learn the secrets of financial abundance, have a good attitude with money, achieve in a balanced way, have balanced determination to achieve, and use the spoils as a tool to help others rather than to buy yourself big fancy cars. So the 281 has less intense 1 energy to deal with, but you do have to deal with the issues of the 1 energy, of course, and the issues of the 8 energy, making money, creating abundance, and working cooperatively with others without being impatient or insensitive. Okay, so that's what the 8 deals with. So balance your personal power, balance your confidence, connect to source energy daily, and make sure you're getting out there and trying to set goals to achieve, to earn money, to build a business, have a good attitude to making money and creating abundance, and be grateful for what you have. And this was what will help you achieve your 281 life path. The 37101. Again, the 1 only occurs twice, so it's not as intense as the 191, but it still has the same issues with confidence, creativity, and leadership. So the 7 is the first significant sub-lesson here. So to be the best 371 life path you can be, you must trust and have faith that the universe has got your back. Very spiritual. You need to be very spiritual and intuitive. Trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing, and know that situations, both good and bad, happen to teach you something important. Everything that you're going through in your life right now is for your soul's evolution. So you need to be a very spiritual person when you're a 371. Like I said, you need to be spiritual anyway to channel them ideas, but the 371 is the most spiritual of the 1 life paths because of that 7 energy and the need for your life path for you to be both spiritual and emotionally expressive to be the best 371 you can be. So the 1 occurs twice in this path. Double energy makes you have aggressive tendencies. You can be domineering. You lead strongly, less than the 191, as I keep saying, but the same as most other ones. Confidence issues, overconfidence, arrogance, egotism, extreme independence, or on the other polarity, underconfidence, inferiority complex, but less issues in the 1 than the 191 has. I'm going to say again the 0, intensifying that 1 and giving you that spiritual ability. And then looking at the 7 as well, issues with overthinking and not trusting their intuition. So you've got to learn to be spiritual to be the best life path 1, or even more spiritual than you need to be a life path 1. Okay. You need to be trusting your intuition. But the issues with the 7 is they isolate themselves a lot because they don't trust people. They don't trust the process of their lives. And if they haven't found spirituality, it makes their issues even bigger. You can overthink and not trust your intuition and not trust others, and certainly not trusting that the process of your life is meant to be. You don't trust it. You might not trust the world around you. And in the 3, you might have difficulties expressing your emotions positively and creatively. Abusive, sometimes explosive emotions can come out of the 3. So, you do have balance, power, confidence and creativity issues like any normal 1. You have added spiritual potential like any normal 1, but you have extra spiritual potential when you're a 371 because you have that 7 energy, which adds to your commune with source. It adds to your intuition. However, when you're not using that, when you're not using your spirituality for the 371, you can be overthinking, over analytical, and some 7s push aside their spirituality and end up having loads of issues. So the 1 needs to channel them ideas. You also need to be spiritual in the 7 as well. So double trouble with the spirituality when you're a 371. Difficulties expressing your emotions positively and creatively in the 3. Okay. So to be the best 37101 or 371 you can be, balance that personal power like all 1s have to do. Balance and improve your confidence, but express yourself with positive emotional authenticity to make people laugh, to teach people, to heal people, to bring about change, to make people make changes because you've inspired them. Express yourself with positivity so that positivity spreads to others and makes other people do positive things or makes people feel good. Connect daily with source energy, with spiritual practice. That's going to be the guiding light for any life path 1. Trust and use your intuition. Trust your soul. You are a spiritual being with an immortal soul. And that intuition that you have inside you is a big bank of knowledge and information that you can use to help you to be the best life path 1 you can be. So, confidence, creativity, balanced leadership, similar to any other life path. Developing your spirituality in the 7 and expressing that with balanced emotions, not with abusive or explosive emotions, because the 3 is a very emotional little being. Okay, so that's what you need to do to be the best 371 that you can be. The 461, okay, again double 1, so It's a strong one energy, but not as strong as the 191. And it's about aggression and domineering and strong leadership. The same as any other one when you're a 461. But not as much as the 191, as I keep saying. Confidence issues, overconfidence, arrogance, egotism, extreme independence, or on the opposite polarity, extreme underconfidence, inferiority complex. Okay, so the 6 energy is the first most significant sub-lesson for the 461. So to be the best, most unique, innovative, independent, creative one you can be, you need to reconcile your beautiful high ideals. You're a visionary of the ideal, but you know, we can't always live up to that. The world can't always live up to that. Otherwise it wouldn't be a learning world. You know, so you've got to reconcile your high ideals with practical reality. Accept yourself, the world, and the present moment with the knowledge that life and you and everyone around you is actually perfect just the way you are. Okay, don't judge yourself or other people due to ideals that are just benchmarks that can never be achieved, because that will just make you unhappy and make people not like you very much if you're always judging them, you know. Set goals and achieve them meticulously. That's what the 461 needs to do. You need to be realistic, you need to be practical, you need to set goals, and you need to achieve them. Okay, so the 6, you know, when it's struggling, it can be judgmental, demanding, nitpicking, perfectionist, jealous, even neglectful, because the 6 is meant to be nurturing and meant to look after others. But when you're struggling, you can be the opposite of that. You know, judgmental of others, demanding, not nice to be around, nitpicking, perfectionist, jealous of others, and even neglectful. Okay, the 4 can be directionless, unfocused, lazy, gives up easily, holds on to a victim mentality. Again, you might not have all of these issues, you might just have some of them. Some of these issues you might have already transcended, or all of them, and bully for you if you have. But these are the issues that the 461 might encounter, and I'm talking about the worst case scenario here. Okay, so balance that personal power, which all ones should do. Balance, collaborative leadership and interaction is key. Balance and improve your confidence. Connect daily with source energy with spiritual practice is what you always should do. But also for the 461, you must reconcile your high ideals with reality. Nurture the vulnerable and be at peace with the world how it already is. Okay, you can have a vision of the ideal, you can work towards that ideal, but you mustn't be disappointed if that ideal doesn't come to fruition, because it often doesn't. Okay, the world isn't meant to be a utopia. The world is a place of learning for us to evolve. And I'm afraid if we want to experience love and compassion, we've got to see and experience hate and dispassion, unfortunately. And that needs to be in the world for us to learn and evolve. So reconcile those really lofty ideals with the reality of the world as it is now. Okay, reconcile your high ideals with reality, then set goals, achieve them meticulously, step by step. Don't miss any steps. You've got to be meticulous and take each step with a balanced work ethic. Okay, so a 461, all the usual 1 issues with personal power, with creativity, with confidence, similar to any other life path, but they need to be sorted out. Judgmental, demanding in the 6, nitpicking, perfectionist, that needs to be overcome. Jealous, almost neglectful in the 6. In the 4, directionless, unfocused, lazy, no goals. You give up easily when there's problems, and sometimes you can be held back by like a victim mentality. Remember, I'm looking at these at their worst, okay? So to be a better 461 or the best 461 you can be, balance your personal power, balance collaborative leadership and interaction, balance and improve your confidence, connect daily with source energy, with spiritual practice, reconcile them high ideals and stop using them as a benchmark for your happiness, reconcile them with reality, nurture the vulnerable and be at peace with the world and people just the way they are. We're all trying our best to evolve. Nobody's perfect. Set goals, achieve them meticulously step by step with a balanced work work ethic to be the best 461 you can be. And last but not least, the 55101. Okay, so again, you've got the double one here, so the same amount of one energy as any other life path one, apart from the 191, which gives you the aggression, the domineering, the strong leadership at times, confidence issues, overconfidence, arrogance, egotism, extreme independence, or extreme underconfidence, inferiority complex. Again, less than the 191, similar to all the other life path ones. So the energy of the double 5 is not considered a master energy, but it is still tricky to try and achieve because it's like the double energy of a number, you know. So to be the best, most unique, innovative, independent, creative life path 1 you can be, your 55-1 energy needs you to find your inner freedom through balanced discipline, focus, and depth of experience, but in a balanced way. And then to reconcile and integrate discipline and freedom. Discipline needs to be achieved before freedom can be achieved. You think they're actually opposites, but they are not. You need discipline in order to be free. Or right, so where am I now? I've lost my place. So let's look at this double 5, okay? So the 5, the double 5 energy makes this a bit overpowering. So you've got quite an overpower of the 5 energy here. So this could hit either polarity, okay? If you haven't balanced this already, you're going to hit either polarity. So you can struggle to achieve anything, be dependent on others, have no discipline, no focus, be totally uncommitted, the eternal adventurer, whether you progress with nothing because you commit to nothing, and you often end up dependent and penniless and, you know, achieving nothing in your life, which is, you know, one of the problems of the 5 energy. Or on the opposite polarity, you could have an unhealthy sense of discipline, which manifests as obsession to exclusion of all else. You can be one of those people that, you know, will only focus on their mastery or their subject or their job or whatever it is they're doing. They will only focus on that, and they won't involve anything else in their life. And that's when discipline and commitment can become overbalanced because it's just too strong. You need to balance that out a little bit and be a bit less disciplined. So you can either be not disciplined and uncommitted or over disciplined and overcommitted. We need to find that balance in order for you to find health. And you've got that double energy of the 5, so this is going to be doubly important and difficult for you. So if you're the type of person that finds yourself struggling to achieve anything because you can't commit, or you're on the opposite polarity of being so over-focused and disciplined that you're becoming obsessed and your life is becoming imbalanced, then that is something that you really need to look at to sort out your life path 55-1. So balance that personal power, improve that confidence and self-esteem, connect daily with source energy and spiritual practice, and focus with balanced discipline, and achieve your goals on a subject, area or goal or specialism with independence to gain freedom. Okay, so it's all about using a balanced form of discipline, focus and goal setting to help you achieve healthily and eventually attain freedom. Okay, for your 55-1 life path. So this video has been a bit more of a clarification of how the 101 comes into it, because I've had a lot of questions, but you know, my life path reduces all the way down to a 101, and yet you're saying that, you know, 281 blah blah 371. So I'm hoping this video has really clarified all that for you, and it's been a good update to my life path 1 video that I did over a year ago. So I hope you found this video really useful today. Please smash that like button if you have, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Click that bell icon and click on all so that you can always be up to date with my uploads. If you'd like to request a reading or have a reading from me, please email me at katie@soulexplorer.net or contact me in my social media, which I'm going to put in the description box. Also contact me if you want to make comments on my videos, or you want to request a video from me or ask me questions. Please send me a message or just put it in the comment boxes of my videos. I'm always trying to respond to people. I'm not sure I've missed anyone yet, but let me know if I have. So please contact me if you'd like a reading, contact me if you have a question, contact me if you have a video request. And also, if you'd like to learn Udemy, I'm going to put a link to learn Udemy. If you'd like to learn numerology, I'm going to leave a link to my Udemy course as well in the description box. You know, I say that a lot. I get numerology and Udemy mixed up. If you've watched any other of my videos, you'll notice that happens a lot. So if you want to learn numerology, my link to my Udemy course will also be in the description box. Trust the soul within you, guys. Only your own intuition knows what's best for you. See you soon.